Suzu Route 5! A sudden parting. After lunch, we head over to our regular anime shop.
CD 無事に買えてよかったね。
Yeah, and Ryuka was even on the reverse of the OP's jacket. It'll make a sweet present.
ジャケットの表絵は公開されても裏までは公開しないことが多いもんね。
Suzu and I are discussing the present we got Nanaru. Is there anything you wanna buy while we're here, Suzu?
え、私？
Sure, why not? You seem to like the characters from the movie a lot.
キャラクターは好きだし、グッズは可愛いなとかかっこいいなとか思ったりはするけど、買いたいとは思わないかな。それより本とかゲームとかの方が欲しいな、私は。
You play games, Suzu? I don't think I've ever seen you playing any.
やるよ。と言っても一人プレイ用のやつがほとんどだから、アニメを見る時間の方が多くなったからあんまりやってないけど。
Why don't we play something together sometime then? Group watching anime is cool, but multiplayer games can be tons of fun too.
そうなの？じゃあ頑張っちゃおうかな。
What genres are you into? The whole village management house building sims? Cozy, relaxing gameplay games would definitely suit her personality.
FPS
Huh?
FPS をよくやってたよ。得意なのはヘッドショットだよ。やっぱりワンショットワンキルはロマンだよね。
Right. Guess she's a tomboy at heart, huh? By the time we pay for Nanaru's present and leave the shop, it's already well into the evening. Part of me wants to keep doing more, but I know we can't. It'll be dinner time before we know it. With that in mind, we decide to head on home.
ナナル、お土産喜んでくれるかな。
Oh, I'm sure she will. By the way, do you have any plans next weekend?
早速2回目見に行くんだね。
Strike while the iron's hot and all. We'll soon be back home, and my time alone with Suzu will come to a close. I do feel somewhat sad about that, but I also can't wait to tell everyone about our day. We are just leisurely strolling down the road on our way when I feel something hit my cheek.
どうしたの兄さん。
Something just... What? I feel it again.
雨。
She softly mutters that to herself. The sky is clear, but all of a sudden, the raindrops begin to pour. Suzu, run! I yell that command to her before breaking into a sprint myself. We are relatively close to our house, but under these circumstances, we are not close enough. So there's only one thing we can do. Oh?
びっくりした。
The weather report said nothing about rain. Hopefully it's just a brief shower. Suzu immediately starts gasping for breath once we jump under the awning of the closest store. I call it a store, but it's actually shut down, likely due to the decreasing population in the countryside. At least we don't have to worry about imposing on anyone though. But on the other hand, we could have taken shelter inside if it were open.
今日は晴れの予定だよね。
Yeah, that's what they said.
じゃあにわか雨かな。
Well, I sure hope so. It's coming down pretty hard. I peer up at the sky from under the awning and see that the formerly clear blue sky is now covered by thick grey clouds.
雨、すごいね。
Sure is weird. The rain is pelting the ground so hard it could almost leave dents. Unfortunately, this awning simply isn't large enough to provide sufficient cover. I attempt to pull my arm in, away from the rain, only to have it bump into something soft. Was that a boob? Sorry.
大丈夫だよ。狭いんだもん、仕方ないよ。
Yeah. If I just hit her elbow or something, that'd be one thing, but I'm pretty certain I touched up against her cleavage. No, I'm positive I did.
せっかく今日一日晴れてたのに。
sunny it has been, yes. I answer on reflex as I stare over at Suzu, whose eyes are looking up at the sky with what seems like contempt. Thanks to that rain catching us, I'm thoroughly soaked. Even the insides of my shoes are wet, and my socks feel soggy and gross. The same is probably true for Suzu, and upon looking over, everything's transparent. Her short skirt is sticking to her legs, allowing me to see the outline of her thighs beneath it. Her top is similarly drenched, which not only gives me a peek at her bra, but also her cleavage. I audibly gulp. Then I mentally reprimand myself for thinking these inappropriate thoughts about my sister. Wait, she may be my sister, but she's still a woman. Another more primal side of me is boasting that if I have an opportunity to see boobs, I must look. No, but come on, she's my sister. Maybe it's okay to at least look, though? No, that's completely whack logic. Stare.
どうしたの兄さん。何？
I can tell her, but what if she gets upset and calls me a pervert? Should I? Of course, I can do this. You don't get many chances in life to be yelled at by a cute, sweet girl like Suzu. Time to take this verbal berating.
兄さん。
She looks up at me confusedly as I ponder, but I'm done thinking. It's time to put my plan into action. I can see your bra. Huh? Her face blushes a light red, and she hangs her head in embarrassment. But that's it. There's no hint of anger anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, really. I didn't know whether to point it out or not, but I figured you would probably think I was a pervert if I kept looking and said nothing, so I just... The feelings of guilt pierce through my fragile virgin heart like a needle. I guess I'm still not quite cool enough to be teasing girls, even my sister. I hurriedly twist around, not wanting to look at Suzu as she tries to hide her chest with her arms in embarrassment. Now I won't get a single glimpse of her see-through clothes. But right as I'm in the act of turning around, I feel something soft squish up against me. Is this a boob again? What are you...
意味は？
Despite how flustered I am, she just gently clings to my arm.
私、兄さんになら見られてもいい。
Huh?
兄さんになら触られてもいい。揉まれてもいいし、チョコなら刺されてもえぐられても。
I'm not some sadistic wife beater. Is my little sister really choosing now of all times to come clean to me about her masochistic fetishes? What's gotten into you? Why are you saying?
私、兄さんが好き。
Huh? What did she just say? I love you. Love you. Love. Wait. What are you trying to say? Still no less closer to understanding what she said, I turn around to face her again. Our eyes meet. She tiptoes up and brings her face in close. I feel her soft lips press up against mine. It's over just as suddenly as it began. She draws back before pressing her head into my shoulder. We stand there in silence as the dribbling rain pours all around us. I can feel the warmth of her body permeating through her wet clothes. A week has passed since Suzu and I went to the movies.
すげえエロゲっぽい。
What the heck are you doing?
いや、なんか突っ込まなきゃいけない気がしたんだ。空気的に。
It's the weekend, which means we are just laying around at home doing nothing. That is until Nanaru just shouted that out of nowhere. Did you pick up on some weird radio signal or something?
あ、わかる？ちなみに頭につけてる髪飾りがアンテナになってんの。
Which one? She has so damn many, I can't even make a guess as to which one it is.
ま、冗談は置いといて。
Why are you moving your hands like you're winding a pulley?
私のことはどうでもいいの。 というか、わざと話そらそうとしてるでしょ。
Change the subject I would never. So, what's up?
すずと何があったの？
She's been avoiding me ever since that day. She avoids being around me at home and barely shows up to the B-team club room. Given the situation, neither Nanaru nor I have felt up to going to club either.
すず、今日も朝早くから出かけちゃったみたいだし、どこに行くのか聞いてもはぐらかされたし。この前映画デートに行って以来、なんか二人ともよそよそしいじゃん。事務的な会話しかしてないし。
That's not true at all. Please press the hash symbol in order to end this phone call.
事務的通り越して自動音声対応？ってもうごまかされないから。お兄ちゃんもそうだけど、すずがおかしいことに気づいてないわけないでしょ。今朝だってすずだけさっさと登校しちゃうし、教室で話しかけてもなんかよそよそしいし、部活に誘っても用事があるって言ってとっとと帰っちゃうし、家に帰ってもそう。ご飯とお風呂とトイレとリンボーダンス以外は全部自分の部屋にこもりっきり。
Limbo dancing? Wait, one of those was not like the others. I'd just kind of turned her out, but I couldn't ignore that last one.
最近母さん会社のリンボーダンス部に入ったから、その練習すごいよすず。ものすごく体柔らかくてちょっとした R18 プラス状態。
Are we talking sexy or disturbing here? They both seem equally likely and I'm scared.
エロだったら見たいの？
Not really.
何女王様みたいなこと言ってんの？いいからとっとと吐いちまえよ。
I said no, and that's my damn answer.
本当に？
Yeah.
本当に本当に？
Yeah.
押した押した？
Yeah.
死にさらせ
Wait, you tricked me, you qua... Her lariat scores a direct hit on my head. My consciousness slowly fades out. But I don't actually pass out. I'm back on my feet after a few seconds.
はいお兄ちゃん、これ飲んで落ち着いて。
Sorry. I take the juice pack from her and begin to drink. It's warm.
さっきコンビニで買ってきたんだけど、冷蔵庫入れ忘れちゃった。てへ。
Don't give me that tehe shit.
わがまま言わないの。妹のおごりなんだから。
Nanaru sips on an equally warm strawberry milk as she stares at me.
で、何があったの？
I take another sip of my drink before answering. It's warm, but it's sweet, and above all, it contains Nanaru's kindness. So, it started to rain while we were on our way back from the theater.
そういえば二人ともずぶ濡れになって帰ってきたよね。
We stopped under the awning of some abandoned store while we waited for it to stop.
それで？
She kissed me.
うん。待ってお兄ちゃん。今のセリフもう一回お願いしていい？
She kissed me.
ほっぺに？
On the lips. She falls silent, too shocked, I'd expect. Stop giving me that look, damn it. Are you trying to provoke me?
性欲を？
Provoke my temper, you little shit. I sigh and take another sip of my drink. Well, I'm just glad Nanaru's being her usual self. So after she kissed me... How long did our kiss last? Her lips slowly parted from mine. It was my first kiss, so I was too discomposed to remember what it felt like. All I know is I can still feel the sensation of her lips. I stood there, frozen in place, and unable to mutter anything. She looked at me and smiled with a glint of sadness in her eyes.
ごめんね。
After softly apologizing, she moved away from me.
ごめんなさい。兄さん、
Then she looked up at the sky with the same sadness in her eyes.
雨、止まないね。
Any and all words I could think of to reply with got stuck in my throat. I was forced to sit there and wait until the rain stopped so we could go home.
そっか。
She nods after listening to my story, with a look on her face like she grasps the situation.
つまりすずにキスされてパニクった挙句何も言えず黙って妹の後をのこのこついていって家に帰ったってわけだね。
You fucker! You just snorted at me!
いや、だってもう笑うしかないじゃん。
Fine, laugh at me. Laugh at your sad, pathetic brother. You weren't supposed to actually do it. Now she's just rubbing salt into my wounds.
いや、だって笑うしかないじゃん。お兄ちゃんのバカバカ童貞。
You're a virgin too, bitch.
少女は一度捨てたら終わりだけど、男の童貞は捨てればあとは非童貞で、そっちの方が価値上がるんでしょ？ずるくない？
Yeah, cause it's hard as fuck for us guys to lose our virginity. We squawk back and forth at each other like a pair of birds, sipping on our juices all the while. After a minute or two of exchanging barbs, Nanadu suddenly sighs, smiles, and says to me,
やっとお兄ちゃん元気になった。
Huh?
映画デートの後、お兄ちゃんもすずもよそよそしくて、うちの空気が重いんだもん。肩こりそうだった。
Sorry.
わかればよろしい。
She nods to herself, and as much as I hate to admit it, there's no arguing with what she just said. Man, what could I have done differently? What should I have said to Suzu after she kissed me? And my endless stewing over that question has had a negative impact on my family as a whole, it seems. I mean, I know we are gonna have to address the elephant in the room eventually, but like...
わかってるつもりじゃダメじゃん。お兄ちゃんにしかこの問題は解決できないんだから。
You're exactly right.
反論の方法より、すずと仲直りする方法を考えてよ。
She heaves a sigh, closing her eyes before reopening them and continuing.
二人が仲直りしてくれないと、みんなで見ようって言ってたアニメ、1話も消化できないじゃん。早く見たいのに、お兄ちゃんもすずも用事があるって自分の部屋に逃げちゃうからたまりっぱなしで困るの。私のオタライフ的に。
Sorry.
謝らなくていいよ。あくまで私の事情なんだし。
She averts her eyes with a huff. She can pretend it's about the anime all she wants, but I know her real objective is getting the two of us back on talking terms. Nanaru.
何?
Are you trying to add to the tsundere tag to your character profile? I mean, you're already pretty stacked, what with the stepsister, nerd, lover of moe, and jokey personality tags you already have.
感謝の言葉とかないの？気遣ってくれてありがとうとか、そういう流れでしょ今の。
Thank you, dearest sister, for worrying about me.
露骨に棒読み。
Just kidding. Thanks, Nanaru.
わあ、全然嬉しくない。
As peeved as she is making herself seem, I know that's just her usual act. This is the Nanaru I know and love, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I have to hurry up and do something, for my family's sake, and more importantly, for Suzu's sake. At that moment, we both hear the doorbell ring. Who's that? Mailman?
宅配？もしかして限定生産のセリラフィギュアが届いたのかも。ハッピーフルスイング衣装の。
Oh, is that the one you kept going on and on to me about how perfectly made it was?
そうそう、予約開始と同時に申し込んでおいたの。お兄ちゃんの金で。
Wherefore? Wherefore have you used my money, sister? When did she manage that?
人の金で推しのフィギュアが欲しい。
How is that a fucking reason for theft? And where did you even get my money from?
お兄ちゃんが持ってる漫画の間に。
Wait, I put my secret stash of cash in a hentai manga. I want to ask her why she's reading my porn, but the doorbell rings again before I have the chance to.
はいはい、今行きまーす。
Hold it, we are not finished here.
そんなのあとあと。セリラタン、今行くよ。
She makes a mad dash for the door without even knowing for certain that it's hers. Sometimes I just don't know about that girl.
カモン、セリラ。ってあれ、どちら様ですか？
Hmm? The bewilderment in her voice clearly tells me the people at the door are not who she expected.
そんなの聞いてな。ちょっと
Everything okay, Nanaru? I call out in concern, but get no reply. All I hear instead is the loud thumping of several footsteps. Some Mr. Handsome. Hey. Some macho. How's it going, my man? What? Why is there a uniformed entourage of men entering my home?
ちょっと
I see Nanaru standing there, panicked, as a stream of men continue past her. Some college student-looking person. Hey there, brah. Some jumpsuit person. Sorry for the intrusion, pal. Some monster. Kisha! What? Wait, what was that last one supposed to be? What the fuck? Some weird-looking alien dude just walked by. Hold up, what's the meaning of all this?
それがこの人たち引っ越し業者だって。
What? Nobody told me we were moving.
私だって聞いてないし、なんで聞いてないのよ、お兄ちゃんなのに。
I don't know why you're asking me that. Whoop. Be careful not to bump into anything, bro. This moving people begin carrying boxes out as we stand there in disbelief. I quickly stop someone who looks like he might know what's going on. Excuse me, sir. Yes, so what can I do for you? What's going on here? This is our house, but we haven't heard anything about us moving. That certainly is weird. Ah, right. I was told only a single person living here was moving out. Just one? I don't like where this is headed. I really don't like it. Kishishasha! Boxes keep continually going out as I talk to the man. Oh, come on, are we just gonna ignore this dude who straight up looks like Cthulhu?
お兄ちゃん大変大変。
Nanaru barrels down the stairs back toward me. Yeah, just listen to this.
それどころじゃないって。
The sight of my sister screaming, pale-faced, makes my body stop moving entirely.
鈴の部屋空っぽになってる。
What?